Good morning. This is Sandra Pearsall. I'm coming to you live. This is the first time I've made a video in a while. Today, I just want to say, for the most part, if you want to have any type of success, you really have to get rid of all those negative people that you have in your life, because sometimes you'll be listening. If you're not careful, you can just take in so much negativity, and even though you're not, you think you're ignoring it, it still goes into your subconscious mind, and you can allow other people to take you down. I know what it's like to be down. I remember being homeless. I remember not having a job and making $3.35 an hour. But I knew that wasn't going to be my life. No matter what, I knew I wanted success. And I knew I had God on my side no matter what, and no matter what happens, you always have to make sure you increase your faith. Every day you're going to run into some problems. You're going to run into negative people. People are going to come in complaining about the traffic, but not even thinking about they blessed that they driving in and not having to catch the bus. So today, I just want you to focus on working harder on yourself than anything else. You have to work harder on yourself than anything else, because you have no one out there that's going to take care of you like you're going to take care of you. I remember being told, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that and blah, blah, blah. Even though I had a rough start, we was poor, my family was poor growing up, and I always believed in my mind that this wasn't going to be my reality, and I was able to turn my life around. I was able to purchase 16 houses. 16 houses. I authored 2 books, wrote, published, and put it out there so people can realize that this is powerful information. I have powerful information that I share every day. A lot of people don't listen, but for those who do listen, I'm thankful. But this information is out there. I can show you things that I've done since 2002. Helping other people buy their first homes, get into their homes with little to no money out of their pocket, getting foreclosed homes, being able to make money in real estate, being able to do so many things. And you don't have to have great credit. You don't have to have a whole lot of money. You just need to know the knowledge and be motivated enough to get out there and get it done. My first days in the business, I would go into a property and I would be painting the walls. And I wrote about it in my first book, and when I leave, I would have more paint on me than on the walls. I would have paint all over my face. I remember going through the tunnel in Baltimore and a lady looking at me like, oh my God, But the thing about it is, you put that time in and you will get some really good results. You don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. No, you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. If you are living paycheck to paycheck, you're spending too much time watching TV, not doing the things that you could be doing to better your future. You're not saving. You're spending too much time on social media. And social media, is a great platform for business and is a great platform for a lot of things. But a lot of people mess around on social media and waste time. We all have the same amount of time. We have 24 hours a day. And it's what we choose to do in our day that really matters how far you're going to go. For the most part, one thing I can find that I found out personally, the difference between, the rich and the poor. The rich basically invest their time and money into things that make them money, whereas poor people invest their time and money into things that's not gonna make them money. You know, like $200 or $100 pair of tennis shoes. You know, one day I went to an auction where, you know, we was bidding on houses, and the person there, it was an Indian guy. He was the worst dressed. Had holes in his shoes, holes in his jeans. We all there dressed nice. You know, I remember my brother even having this little briefcase, and you know, most of us tapped out, you know, very low. This guy bought every property that was in the auction. You know, the one who was in a corner that looked like he was the brokest person at the courthouse that day. That was actually my last time going to one of those, because, you know, I like doing foreclosures, like from the government, HUD. You know, a lot of times, you know, you just get a lot of benefits, and you get really good houses below market price. There's a lot of information that you need to know about buying properties. It's a lot of information to know. You know, if you're renting, you are buying a property, but you're just not buying it for yourself. You're buying it for your landlord. So if you are out there renting, make sure you start planning to buy, because at the end of how many years you live in that home, you'll be done pay $100,000, $200,000, depending on how much your rent is. And at the end, you don't own anything. The landlord still own the house, you know. And even though I landlorded for about, you know, 12 years straight, for the most part, I told my tenants, you know, and was able to help a few of my tenants even buy their first homes. You know, this is a young man here, you know, I was able to help him buy his first home. And it was just amazing to me to be able to be in a position to do that, knowing where I come from. If you get a chance, I want you to go out and get my books. You know, this one right here is $15. You can go to Barnes & Noble. You can go to authorhouse.com. That's the book order hotline. 1-888-280-7715. This book right here has helped so many people buy homes. I have priceless information in there. You can buy one home, you can buy two homes, you can buy three homes. It don't matter. You can buy as many homes as you like, you know, as long as you have the right knowledge and you are motivated. That book was my first book. This book here is my second book. This book right here has a lot of information in it. You know, how I got started, you know, different things, even like you walk in a property and somebody smell trash, but I smell cash. You know, for the most part, you clean this up, you got a great property. This is a wonderful property. This property rented for years. For years, I made a lot of money off of this property after cleaning it up, painting it, and putting new floors. You know, it's just some things. This is one of the first properties that I built from ground up. I built 3 houses. I just finished building one. The one I just finished building in March of 2019 is this one here. A lot of people don't know this. I work as a pharmacy technician. I love my job. I love doing what I do. I love taking care of people. I care for people in general. It's just been me my whole life. You know, just my type of attitude. But for the most part, I do this on the side. I did one top investor of the year. You know, one time awarded by George Ross, who was Donald Trump's mentor. Just a lot of information, like if you're going to be a landlord, how to, you know, track your rents, you know, things that really will, you know, help you out in a long run, even if you're buying your first house. When you buy a house, for the most part, if you're buying a house and you're going to get a loan from the bank, the banks want to make sure the property doesn't have termites. They want to make sure the property's appraised for the price that it, like at least they want to know their investment is safe. You know, you can't buy a house for $100,000 and it only appraised for 80. You can buy that house, but the bank not going to give you $100,000 for that house. The bank will give you $80,000 for it because that's the appraised value. So for the most part, you want to make sure whatever the value of the homes are, you want to make sure when you're going for your pre-approvals from the bank that it matches. There's certain ways you can find out you have realtors. I have one of the best realtors. I have actually two of them. Dawn in North Carolina, and I have Danielle here in Baltimore. She helps me with a recent sale, and we've been friends forever. But there's so many things I want to share, but it's like I'm only limited some time right now because I'm heading out to some of my accomplishments. I don't know if you can see it from here. I'm on my iPhone, but go out today. Pick up my book from Barnes & Noble. You don't have to pick up both of them. You can just pick up one. This one right here, this one made it to the #1 top sellers list. It has priceless information on, how to buy your first home. If you have certain questions you may have. These are some of the properties I bought. How to locate properties. I don't know if you're really seeing this. How to locate properties. Newspapers, searching a website, working with a realtor. And then there's some things you need to know as a first-time buyer. You need to know that a home needs property insurance. If you don't have property insurance, no bank is going to give you a loan because if the house burned down, that's a liability. So it's so many things that you really need to know that I would be more than happy to share. And just like I say, a lot of it, in order for me to talk to thousands and thousands and millions of people, I have to speak to you through writing it. Because I can't pick up the phone and talk to, 100 people in one day. I'm on Facebook a lot. I'm on Twitter. But for the most part, it's hard to talk to, if you spent 30 minutes on the phone every day with 100 people, that's not even enough time in a whole day to talk to so many people. So I can speak to you through this. And one thing that I can tell you, you can be great. You can do anything. It don't matter your education. It don't matter how much money you have in the bank. It don't matter your race, your gender, your sexual preference. None of that matters. What matters is you trust God, #1. Trust God. Don't listen to anybody telling you you can't do something because you can do it. I know you can. And anyone that knows me know that I'm going to tell you how to do it, even if the realtor or the bank or loan officer, whoever you're working with, forget to tell you to do something. I'm going to make sure you are aware of what you need to do to be successful, because in this business, you can be successful or you can be a failure. You can actually buy a property that's a money pit. Meaning that you buy this house and everything in it is breaking down and you just bought it and you putting more money in it than you making out of it. So for the most part, I can show you and teach you how not to buy a money pit. This is my expertise. I love it. I love doing what I do. I love helping people in general. And it really has been wonderful for me. It has its ups and downs. I'm not even going to lie. It has its ups and downs. You're going to run into some bad tenants if you get into the landlording type of thing. You can get into a situation where your property may not sell as fast as you want to sell it. But when you start getting precise, you will find with the market, you will find that you will be much better, and having the knowledge, it'll help you be more successful much faster. You know, don't have no fear, because the fear that people have, people can read thousands and thousands of books, I'm telling you, and know a lot of stuff, but they never take that first step. And I always say a journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. You hear me? That journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. So you take that step. Don't let nobody tell you, if you believe in your heart and you believe in your gut that you can do something, and even if it's not real estate, no matter what it is, you believe in yourself. Don't look for husband, wife, mama, daddy, brother, sister. Don't look for nobody to believe in you, because God created you. God already created you great. God created you amazing. And you can do great things. It's just your mind that's keeping you where you are. You know, when you go to a job and you put all your energy into your job, and then you come home and don't do anything else but relax, you are setting yourself up for a disaster. When you come home, it's not over. Even if you just invest 1 hour a day, 1 hour a day in yourself, into learning, into meditating, into prayer, you know, building your confidence, building your faith, you will find that your life will change. Your life will change almost overnight, but definitely over time. And this is a message from today, Sandra Pearsall. And you can always email me, Facebook me. My email address is realestate.ed, like Edward David, @frontier.com. You can also Facebook me. Again, I want you to go out and get this book today. Support me on this book, because this book going to help you, and it's going to help save your life. The information that I share. At the end, you know, once you get even your first house, I can show you how to pay off the house in 7 to 10 years. You don't have to pay it up, you know, pay 30-year mortgage, you know. It's so many things that you just need to know. I bought my first house when I was 25 years old. I was working at Kentucky Fried Chicken, making $3.35 an hour. Then I took a pharmacy technician course, working in a pharmacy, and I built my business around, you know, my work in my spare time. I've been in a lot of magazines. Essence Magazine, the New York Times, Black Enterprise Magazine, been on multiple radio stations. A lot of people in Baltimore know me personally. In general, I've gone and I've actually walked people through this process step by step. You know, some people text me, and some people send me messages on the messenger, and I walk them through it step by step. You know, it's no reason to feel like crap. No reason to feel like a failure, because you're not a failure. We all make mistakes. We all have had situations where we're not so proud of. But keep your dream alive. Keep your dream alive despite where you are right now, because you can go places just by believing. Just by believing in yourself, you can go big places. So I gotta go. Go out to Barnes & Noble. Support me. I got your back. I got your back. Again, Sandra Pearsall, I hope you listen to this, and I hope you forward this around to as many people as possible, because I'm going to tell you, if your information is not negative, if you did not shoot somebody, choke somebody, stab somebody, or do something very negative, you're not going to get no media attention. You know, you have to do something, and it's so terrible. It's hard for people like myself who help people every day. Every day I have invested my life, every single day. Not one day has gone by that Sandra Pearsall has not put her heart, soul, finances into helping other people. They're not going to show that on the news. They don't want to hear about that. They don't want to hear about that. So it's hard for somebody like me to get the word out, you know, focusing on media, you know. But for the most part, I need for you to help me get the word out that you can be great. I want you to know that you go out there, support my book. This book is in every bookstore. You know, I know Barnes and Noble used to keep copies. Every now and then when I go in the bookstore, I still see copies in the bookstore. This information worked today. The same information in this book worked today as it's been working for me since 2002. You know, you can be great. You can have what you want. You can have your dream home. You can have everything you want in life. You just got to believe in you. And you got to get off the sofa and get something done. Turn that TV off. The average TV is on about 7 hours a day. That's a yearly salary if somebody calculated in an average workday. So that TV costing you not $1,500,000, it's costing you about $30,000 to $35,000 a year if that's the average income. So just be smart. Be smart about your choices. Don't let people put nothing negative in your head. Nobody. You don't want anything negative, because you start feeding on that and it will ruin your day. It will ruin your day. So you do not let nobody feed anything negative. You know, you just let them know, I'm sorry, I'm really busy. You know, even if you're not busy, you're too busy to take in that type of negativity. You know, work on just creating a positive mind. And every time you have a negative thought, smack yourself and reset. I always say, everybody have a reset button. Hit that reset button and start over. Start over, because you don't have to have a bad day. You don't have to have a bad day. In the traffic, if I'm driving, it's bumper to bumper, I enjoy the trees. God got all these trees out here. You know, I enjoy the trees. And if some things that we can do to even eliminate some of our stress. If you don't leave at the last minute, then you won't be so stressed because of the traffic. You see, there's so many things that you can do to create a better life for you on a daily basis. And when you create a better life for you, you can create a better life for your family, your friends, you know, your associates. You can create a better life for everybody that's around you just by changing your life. Because when people see all of your accomplishments, then they want to know how to do it. And you share that information. The information is so important to share, because some people won't even share information. They will be having a lot of success, and I don't know why. They won't share the information. You share that information so you can be blessed. The more you share, the more you show you care. And that's a blessing that's going to come from you, from the heavens. Okay, I got to go. Y'all have a great day. And didn't want to make a long video, but everybody, you guys are wonderful. I love y'all. And I really, really, really want you to start working on yourself. Working hard on yourself. Don't let anybody talk any negativity in your head. You just keep moving. You keep moving. You go get this book. Show you how to, have a lot of success. You do what it says. You do what it says. You hear me? Stop buying houses for your landlord. Buy you a house. Have a good one.